Hi, I am Bill Bryson, no relation to the author, and I am a recovering kleptomaniac. It's always been little things here and there until it got worse. It could have ranged anywhere from a packet of hot dogs to something important like some jewelry or a watch, things that aren't necessarily cheap. Eventually, at some point in time, I'm gonna take something that's really important and then someone will catch me. And then what do I do? It's really hard to tell when it started. I remember coming home from work and it really started bothering me, especially when I would come home and I would have like pockets full of, paper clips or pens. One time I had a pair of scissors. I've actually left a few jobs because I was afraid that I would have stolen money or that I was afraid that they were just going to decide to fire me. I actually stole a couple of these books. Um, this one's actually the one by Bill Bryson. It was at a garage sale. I would go into stores and I would see things I want. And even if I decided I wasn't going to get them, I just found myself naturally reaching out and taking them. It's pretty difficult, especially when you can tell that you're like reaching out to grab something, but you're not necessarily you. I don't know if people have described it as like out of body experiences. I know a lot of people say it's sort of like that movie Being John Malkovich, where you can see yourself doing something, but you can't stop yourself. I stole these silly bands. I thought my niece might have wanted them, but she didn't. Um, yeah, it's definitely something that's scary after a while. Not because I'm afraid that I'm going to get in trouble for the things that I've taken, because I know nobody saw me take them. It's knowing that I don't even know when I'm taking things. I have no idea where this statue came from, but it's in the house, so now it just goes here. Oh, my hockey puck. Whenever I feel the need to steal, if I do, I squeeze this instead. A couple of these pennants aren't mine. Like, I really don't like the Cavs, but I was at a friend of a friend's house and I really just couldn't help myself. Yes, I do currently work at a video rental store.
My name's John. I'm the manager here at Family Video. Bill's been an employee here for about 2, 3 months, and he's a great worker. He always does everything. He's great with customers. His drawer seems to be spot on about every night. But I have noticed that there's like pens and paper clips, stuff like that, ends up missing at the end of the night. So I tend to leave a couple of those extra out just so we don't run out on a shift or something like that. From what I see, he's a good worker and he gets his job done, so that's really all I care about. He hasn't stolen any money from us, so that's good.
Actually, over here, I don't know how well you can see it, but I have a collection of sunglasses. Uh, all of those are from malls that didn't see me take them. Recently, when I'm not working, I've tried my best to stay inside because if I'm stealing from myself, it's not a big deal. But before I realized I had a problem, I went out quite a bit. I want to get better. I think it's important for me to do so if I want to be a functioning member of society instead of a detrimental one. It's really hard for a kleptomaniac to try and recover because, as far as I understand, there's no guideline. We don't have a 12 steps. Um, I'm really doing my best to try and limit my interactions with other people's items. When I do go out, I try to go out in groups, especially people who are close to me, because they really keep me in check. Believe it or not, I purchased most of this food, except for the Jello and the popcorn. I think that there's a difference between being a kleptomaniac and being a thief, and I don't want to be either. This is my jar of pens and pencils. I usually come home with one or two. This thing, I don't even know why I took it. It glows in the dark, if that's any redeeming feature. But I don't know, I guess because it was small enough to fit in a pocket, I brought it home. And I think it's important for me to understand that some people aren't going to be as willing to understand and some people aren't going to understand. I know that people will judge me and people will look down on me and people will be afraid to leave their things by me, but that's something that I have to accept. And I think that maybe not tomorrow or maybe not a year from now, maybe even 10 years from now, one day I'll be over it, but I think it's going to require a lot of hard work, and it's not going to be easy on my part at all. But I think since I'm willing to do it, that maybe I can do it.